Bacolod and Negros Occidental. We are now in the final stage of our maths this evening, and this is called the free debate round, and all our speakers can now freely discuss and establish their arguments and counter arguments. And our proposition is human genetic engineering a threat to our humanity? And you know, there's still a question in my mind, and I think until now it has not yet been answered. I still have to hear an argument regarding what is the effect of human genetic engineering to our humanity. Not that it's a threat to humanity, but is it really a threat to our humanity? Would like to answer the question.
I think it's about Einstein. The proposition of today is about humanity. There is a difference between the human person and the human being. The human person and the human being is different from humanity, because humanity is the human nature. For example, take the zygote, for example, wasted stem cell research zygotes. The mere union of the sperm and the egg calls for the fact that that thing, that microscopic thing, has human nature.
Okay, reaction, you know.
Human genetic engineering, its main purpose is to save, enrich, and improve the lives of people, to save people from diseases. So do you think that saving a people from their disease, lengthening their lives, is threatening? It is not threatening. It is more moral and more humane to save a person's life.
Okay, you know,
there is a difference, again, between the humanity and the person. You're talking about health. You're talking about healing the person, healing the human being. I have a wound, you heal it with genetic engineering. We're talking about humanity, the very essence of our nature. Not healing, not wounds, not diseases. We're talking about what makes us humans, not persons. I mean, again, going back to these zygotes, they don't have the person, they don't have personalities, but they're still human being. They still have the human nature.
Okay, reaction, everybody? Tomas?
Like we said before, we're not dealing here with human gene therapy. We're dealing here with human genetic engineering. It's okay if I heal people. Okay, heal people. I want that too. I want everyone, in fact, I want everyone to be healed. But our main topic here today is it changes our very humanity for the sake that we are creating superhumans, supplementing
You're
what God
talking
had
about
already
reproductive
given.
cloning. That is non-existent. That is sci-fi fiction.
That is not sci-fi fiction.
It is, because it is not existed yet. It has not been approved, and it is
can
not
be done.
existing.
It can
But
be
laws prohibit
done.
that from happening.
Of course, laws can change.
We are here for responsible genetics.
Have you heard of laws that are changing? They're changing throughout time.
Yes, they are changing, and these laws aim to protect us
so you
from
agree with
these
me.
harmful
They change throughout
acts.
time. So,
But you're talking about reproductive cloning, which is non-existent. Why should we debate of something that is non-existent?
Define reproductive cloning. Define it.
Reproductive cloning is when you make exact individual copies. Therapeutic cloning, on the other hand, is making exact copies of embryos and stem cells.
That is not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about.
And why are we
genetic
talking about
engineering
reproductive
is about
cloning when it is
enhancement.
yet
We're not
it is
talking about this.
non-existent?
Okay, one at a time, please. One at a time.
What do you
Okay.
think? Gathering from your arguments, what do you think of human genetic engineering? A threat or a bliss to humanity?
I think it is a bliss.
Okay, it's a
if
bliss.
used properly, that is why we
If it is a
push
bliss to
for-
humanity, then it must help humans to become fully human, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, to become fully human, shouldn't it be with the harmony of the eternal design of the author of our humanity, who is God? Shouldn't it be in
but
harmony with the natural design?
Technology can help us to further God's purpose.
Technology helps us to further God's purpose. But if you put technology to the point that you start altering God's purpose, I do not think that is correct.
Then that
Back to my
is not
question.
the fault
To become-
of genetic engineering, but
then-
on how humans use genetic engineering.
Exactly the
That
point.
is the threat.
It's the same thing as saying the science is good, but there's bad science.
But you cannot blame it to science. You can blame it to the humans that misuse the technology or science.
Humans misuse the science. Again, I think you're confusing yourself. First, you say that the science is good. Now you're saying the science is bad.
We are
Then
not
you
saying that
say-
science is bad, but the mismanagement of the humans is bad. The mismanagement and misuse of humans of science is bad.
So you're now agreeing to the fact that humans can misuse the science. Exactly the point. That's why genetic engineering is a threat. Because the mere fact that there are mistakes The mere fact that there are failures.
But you
the mere
cannot
fact
blame
that
the
there are-
mistakes, the failures to the
there-
process,
the
but to the
dreams are
mismanagement
endless.
of the human.
A process which hasn't been completed yet, or even fully
Perfected.
mastered.
That is why it is not yet
477
being
dead sheep.
perfected.
How much more
Why would
humans?
you impede the progress of
599
that
dead
Oh, wait,
process?
one at a time. Nadine.
Because if we take a closer look, we can see the primary causes of those deaths and failures is the indiscretion and the
It's not
mismanagement
indiscretion.
of the
It's
people
the process
who
itself.
use
Of
the
course, we're
process.
trying your
It
best
is
in
not
order
the
to
process
make
to be
it.
blamed. It is not the fault of the process, but the misuse of
Oh,
the
what?
humans. Because
Misuse of
human
humans
genetic
is the
engineering
process
does
itself.
not threaten
We have it. It's like
humanity,
1, 2,
but
3.
the
Okay,
abuse of
okay,
it
okay.
is
But
the
I missed
death.
number 2, so I can do number 3.